She's a fancy lady from the city, riding in a Cadillac. It was driven by her husband, and boy, he didn't know jack. Well, he couldn't cook her clean, well, he couldn't even wash his clothes, well, he couldn't please a woman if she sat right on his nose. They pulled him to the filling station so he could fill her up with gas. She watched through the window while he pumped. She thought, you can kiss the glass. Well, she looked through People magazine at the stars in their pretty clothes. The pages smelled like samples of cologne and dreams she'd never know. Dreams she'd never know. Two plain girls sat on the wall across from the fancy car, dresses down to their ankles and hair not behind by far. They were mesmerized by the shimmery paint on the Cadillac's metal walls, but more by the cheeks that shimmered on the fancy woman from afar. Well, she looked up from her magazine but pretended not to see two bashful girls sitting on the wall, sweaty palms against their knees. Well, the fancy woman in the fancy car stepped out into the breeze. She crossed her heart and sat on the wall, People magazine on her knees. And the two girls blushed and they tried not to look as they inched right over her way. Well, she cracked a grin and shifted her hips so they could see the page. It was a glimpse of things they'd never seen, of dreams they'd never known. It was a cloud that hung over their lives, wrapped in a shiny bow. Wrapped in a shiny bow. Man called out to his girls from a horse and buggy that sat nearby. His beard was long but his temper was short. They looked like they could cry. And just the same, her husband called her right back to the car. But she rolled her eyes back to her book and wished upon a star. She raised herself up from the ledge and looked right at those girls. They sat the book down on the edge and opened up their world. And as a fancy lady rolled away in her husband's Cadillac, a dream was stowed under two dresses, never to be taken back.